annexation continues to spread despite the U.S.
In Homefront, the United States is occupied by Korea. But don't worry, that makes sense. The game opens with an elaborate series of fictional news reports in what is one of the best game openings I've seen this year. Too bad the game then immediately shoots itself in the foot.
Oh shit! Misfire! Misfire!
Oh shit, it's coming right at us!
I actually had to go on Wikipedia to learn who the hell I was and why people were doing the things they were doing. The game tried to pull a Half-Life and make you a voiceless protagonist. The story is out of an 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, right down to a self-sacrificing resistance fighter named Connor and an apple pie protagonist, Robert Jacobs. At the start of the game, it's miserable and gray, a depiction of defeated and occupied America. But once you arrive to the rebel camp, the atmosphere there is so transparently cheery, the game may as well be set inside Farmville. The sudden juxtaposition between the evil Koreans and the wholesome Americans is so jarring you'd think you're playing a different game altogether. The strange thing is that the developers want you to jumpstart a relationship with the characters and immediately connect with ongoing atrocities. The game tries too hard and is much too literal in its depiction of an occupied USA. One moment your view is focused on the execution of helpless American citizens and bodies piled up in the street. If that doesn't spark emotions, then witnessing a couple getting shot in front of their child had better strike a nerve. Are you getting angry yet? How about now? Are you angry? What if we bulldoze a bunch of American corpses into a ditch? Would that set you off? Would it? Would it? In Homefront, the message is clear. War is bad. But at the same time, it's awkward, especially when you're trying to have fun. Am I supposed to have fun? If not, then why am I playing? There's a conflict of interest when a game shows the consequences of war and makes the player run around on a shooting spree. The enemy AI is decent enough and pretty aggressive. It keeps you on your toes and makes you have to think about your next move. Which brings me to my next point. When you are tits deep in the action, people just won't shut up and let you do your thing. I am not exaggerating when I say that Homefront is like the Rambo version of Simon Says. You are constantly led by the nose with your NPC buddies yelling commands at you, and it never stops.
Use Goliath to take that Humvee at the front of the store! Aim for the head! Get out of the parking lot!
Keep running!
Use the targeter! Find some high ground and cover me! Get out there and lower that last roadblock!
The player agency is staggeringly limited to following instructions, ducking for cover, and killing the same Korean soldiers over and over again. There's almost no room to experiment during battles, and you just feel constrained. Your NPC comrades kill their share of enemies, but are also invincible, which is odd. In short, the game is a step backwards from more complex war games like Brothers in Arms, and plays like a shooter from an older generation. The single player mode is really short, and Homefront will be even less playable the second time around. Homefront is a mediocre game with almost no substance beyond the repetitious battles and vain attempts at pulling your heartstrings. Apart from the unique-ish setting, which does aim high, Homefront has very little to point to and be proud of.